I've been specifically told not to say certain words on this show. But I'm ever so happy to have one of my favorite guests and favorite people, Ramani Fernando, joined by the very famous Uncle Harris. I think that's how he's known everywhere.
I'm Harris Wijesinghe. I'm one of the pioneers of the bridal industry, and I still work, and I really love my work. This is the first time I'm in this program of Date with Danu, and I look forward to meet him, and I have heard so much of exciting things about that he talks about.
Hi, I'm Ramani Fernando. I'm the Managing Director of Ramani Fernando Salons, and I run 14 salons and 3 academies. So today I'm actually doing this show for the 3rd time with Danu, the Date with Danu. And well, it's been quite interesting and very tricky as well doing these shows with him, because you don't know what he'll come up with and what he'll say, what the answer should be. So anyway, it's always very interesting, and I always enjoy watching his shows when he interviews other people. Well, Danu, I have known Danu for a long time now, and I always enjoy his company. He's so fun to be with. And I think he's a very, very nice human being. There's a really nice side to him. So, I think he's loved by all.
Welcome back to the show, and as you know, I have these 2 legends seated here. Welcome and thank you for being here. And this is your 3rd time.
That's right.
I'm
yeah.
so happy. You're always welcome on my show.
Nice to be here, Danu. Thanks.
So let's start off. Uncle Harris, it's your first time on this show.
Yes.
You have been in the trade for so long and so relevant up to date, and more than that, there are people who really want to be dressed by you. It's the same for the 2 of you all. How have you all maintained this for so many years?
Well, I think because I deal with brides, and I want always a bride to look as a bride, I don't care what's the fashion nowadays, because I go more of traditions. Now Ramani is more on the fashion side,
She's a fashion statement herself.
Yeah, she is. So I think there's a certain clientele, who likes that traditions and to look. They want to sort of be aging with their pictures, So that's one of the reasons, I think.
Now, traditions and generations have somehow kept it to you all. I'm sure you have dressed 2 generations.
Yeah, definitely. Most of the brides that come in, I have dressed their mothers, So it's a really nice feeling to feel that you're dressing the daughter.
Yeah.
And well, at times, like even the mothers-in-law, right? So like the mother and the mother-in-law, and then they bring the daughter in.
Yeah.
So those are really very nice. One funny story. The other day, the mother had wanted the bride to come to me, and I don't know, for some reason she doesn't know who I am, and she had never seen me.
Right.
So she thought, now I'm going to meet an old lady who's
where's just my mother?
Yeah, yeah. So then she was saying the story, how I didn't think that you are like this still. I said, yeah, my staff keeps me young, and I still enjoy my job. It's so the passion I have for it, and yeah, that's how we carry on, because we look forward to our work.
Definitely. Now, this whole bridal industry, when yours started, it was not where it is today, because at that time brides used to even dress at home. Like their mums used to dress them, or their aunts. Like my mum was dressed by family.
Yeah.
And it was just a normal thing, and that mirror photograph was such a big thing. That circle mirror or that square mirror where you sit like that was such a big thing, right?
Yeah.
But in that era, you all created a need and a want to come and get dressed by someone. How was that possible?
I think Harris, maybe you can talk about that. I remember, Keerthi Sri, he was one of the first, I think,
Yes,
and Aldo,
he was,
and
yes.
they are the ones who created that, I think, Mrs. Ramani Fernando and all that.
Right.
So I was lucky enough to work with Keerthi. I used to do his hairstyles, and he used to do the makeup. So I broke into the industry with
At
people
that
like
point,
and then of course Harris was around, and he used to ask me to do the hairstyles, mostly short hair, right?
Yes.
So I used to work with him, and I learned so much from people like this, So it was.
Mine is self-taught,
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's why I think I mastered it. Because every trial and error you learn something.
True.
Yeah.
And also that I always look forward for my clients to meet after the wedding, So those comments made us perfection.
Yeah. And tell what kind of feedback they're giving.
Yes.
And back in the days, there were no schools and institutions like where are there today, or even like skilled hairstylists were coming down to like teach.
Yeah.
It was just what we learned and what we thought was nice.
That's
Brilliant. We have more to talk about it, but there's someone who is the new age when it comes to dressing and created a name for himself, and has definitely holds a big chunk in the market. I'm happy to have the one and only Dhananjaya Bandara.
Hi, I'm Dhananjaya Bandara. I had been in this industry for the last 20 years. I love my industry. This is my first program with Danu.
Welcome back to the show, in conversation with Ramani, Harris and Dhananjaya. Alright, so Dhananjaya, welcome. You three are like mega masters in this bridal world. Now, there's hair and makeup, and there's also dressing and makeup, and like the whole package. You do the complete look at times, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you have never gone into the stitching part of things, no. Kept away from it.
busy running the salons.
But you have also made the whole thing where one person can be fully dressed by you. How isn't that a scary challenge to take up?
Well, actually, as you said, this came from my family background, and I am
Your mom can stitch very well.
Yes, that's what. And also, I'm inspired by my master, Uncle Harris. We call Harris Mama, because I'm a self-taught person. So then, this is my born talent. So I inspired with Uncle Harris and Ramani, and actually I established with them. So that's what I am here today.
Okay. Now it's amazing how all of you in some way are self-taught, right? It's a passion that sort of led to this. The fact that you all wanted to do this. Now, let's go back in time. Uncle Harris, when you got into this industry, did people say like, what is this industry you're trying to get into? Was it
Yes,
like
actually, my family background, of course, really played hell, I must say, because they thought, what is this dressing women? And I could remember that you were talking the other day that somebody had asked whether you want to be a barber.
Yeah.
because back in the days, a barber was like the only place where you go to cut your hair,
I
right?
know.
True.
So anyway, I was determined to do this, That's what you call the passion for it, no? So my mothers, my aunts and everybody, they were in height of fashion and women in Bamlepitiya.
You're still there.
Yes, I'm in Galavata now, yes, but my entire childhood I was over there. And I had been always seeing my aunts had been into fashions, and they are doing all sorts of, which my attraction was that, So somehow my native village is Dialog Ch. I go there for my holidays and all that. But that's a different thing, And then I used to sort of have that mixed together, to see the village type and also the modern kind of this.
And the Western look.
Yeah, but in our times, like, that era, you can't call it the modern, like, that was a very aristocratic kind of a,
Yeah.
you know.
I think back in the days,
That
the hair
era was that.
Hair took more time. They were,
True.
Finesse was
Yeah,
important.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most important thing.
Yeah.
Now, Dhananjaya, as a self-taught person, I really have this question. One thing is to be self-taught, but yet when you look at everyone is releasing makeup products every single day.
Yeah.
How do you understand what you're going to apply on these people? Doesn't it scare you when a bride comes and sits like different skin tones, how you get the color right? How has that worked? How have you got that touch in you?
Well, it's a different question. I don't know. So then, when you look at the makeup, when you have brushes on your hand, it's kind of like a painting.
Comes naturally.
Yes, it naturally comes, Danu, because I don't know how to explain it, because actually it's all...
It's the flair that you have for
yes,
that, no?
that's the thing. I don't have words to explain it, because it's an art. So when artists do a drawing, so then he don't have a different idea to do this kind of the drawing I'm doing.
Yeah.
So then
It just
freehand.
goes with the flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
The most important fact is the color blending for the makeup. The skin tone is the most important fact. So the skin tone and the blending is a very important fact for the makeup. So according to their skin type, so then we will get the idea, right?
That's how it comes.
Yes.
But what's amazing is that this is a very competitive industry.
Yeah.
But it's great to have these people seated in one place to talk about it. And because I have more known Auntie Ramani. I said it now. I said it. I have been asked not to say it, but I can't. What to do?
I give you permission to say it. Yeah.
I call her Auntie Ramani and she's like, just call me whatever, not that. But I have known her on a person. It's just amazing how she maintains a great relationship with everyone. From every salon, from any person, they'll always have nothing to say about Auntie Ramani. It's just, I don't know how she maintains this record, but it's like a bit of a unanimous record to hold. But on that note, we're going to come back and speak more. And also, they're also working with our title sponsors, so there's like another connection that sort of keeps them together. We'll speak more when we do come back. It's time to update their Facebook pages. Alright, so truth be told, this was a bit of a challenging experience for us. So Ramani has a Facebook page. So anyway, we have got that updated. Uncle Harris has a Facebook page, not an account, but a page. And he's like, no, I don't. He's like, no, you do. He's like, no, I don't. I'm like, no. And I called a landline after so many years when I had to call you and you were not there. I called twice and I said, Uncle Harris, please? They said, no, you're not there. So, you know that those days we used to remember phone numbers, right? Now we don't remember anyone. I remember my classmate's phone number.
Yeah.
I still know it. but now I don't remember anyone's, unless if you have a mobile. All right. So, we just got ourselves updated. Dhananjaya, you tagged me, right?
Yes.
Good. Otherwise, I won't get the notification.
Yeah.
Good. So, Dhananjaya also goes as Danu, but he goes as Danu and I'm Danu. Just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. DHA.
DHA and DA. Yeah. Lots of people confuse my name. So, we have to speak about something that we discovered during this break when we were trying to figure something out. This other names in your name is always a bit of a problem. So, tell me, what's your full name?
Ramani Dorothy Constance Fernando.
They put everything that they can.
Yeah.
No?
Mother's name. Can you believe? My mother is fine, Dorothy. My Constance is my godmother.
That sounds a bit.
On the way for the christening, my father said we put Constance also. And the Constance. And the thing is, Danu, in school they don't stick to Ramani, no?
Yeah.
So they said Constance. I was De Silva. For the reports and all, the Constance De Silva.
And you're like, who is that?
Oh my God.
Where did you school?
St. Bridget's.
Bridget's. That's what I knew it only. Even my sister studied at Holy Family Convent. They could never say her name, although she was a prefect.
Yeah.
At one point, somebody called her whatever at a prize giving. It was Tushara, whatever.
My name was fixed by the Holy Family Convent because I went to the Montessori.
Ah.
So the Irish nuns during that time, they just couldn't say Harish. They said Harris.
Oh, right.
That's
so
how
you
the name
actually
came out.
Harish.
Yes.
But that's how you became Harish.
Harish Chandra.
Right.
So my father wanted to be Harish.
Yeah.
But my mothers couldn't
Harish is
pronounce
nice.
it. Yes.
Yeah. Like how Candy became Candy from Kandodaratta.
Ah.
Yeah, because the British could never say Kanda, Candy, Candy. Then it became Candy. There you go. But actually, this funny story about my mum has a name called Ludette.
Okay.
That's her. So when she was taken to the hospital in the last few days, we said, "So, mommy, what's your middle name again?" Ludette, right? She was like, "Don't put that name in. Nobody wants to know that." Nobody likes these other names that come along with it. No? All right. So let's go back to this whole the collaboration that y'all are going to have with TH. Now that they have joined me on the show, and you can see I'm blinked up fully. So tell me, how is that collaboration working with the three of y'all?
Yeah, Harish.
Yes, I have been, of course, with them for a long time. Like, I've been knowing them so long. And when they opened the TH Diamonds, that's about, I think, about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I often visit them because, they had some lovely pieces which, they used to have this, a little bit of costume jewelry also.
Oh, okay.
As an attraction.
Right.
So anyway, somehow I have got a few jewelry pieces done. Once I got a beautiful crown done. And what I like about their craftsmanship, because when they do something, they have quite a study about what you want. And then I explain to them, like, I want this crown to look of a certain era. So they understand that kind of, I think when you are doing jewelry, jewelers should have that sort of understanding about the client.
Yeah, when you're doing custom made.
Yes,
yeah.
That's right. So anyway, now there's a newest venture is this the gold into this bridal market, and which we are very happy because their jewelry, whatever they have all this time, what I had seen, their finish is so beautiful. And each jewelry piece has something different to the other.
Yeah.
Because most of the jewelry salons that we visit, sometimes when you see 10 necklaces, like they have similarity,
Yeah.
In theirs, it's not.
And also now, even
Yes.
with the most traditional brides and the most
Yes.
traditional weddings,
Yeah.
they're going for those very simple, like what used to be in fashion in the 80s and
Correct.
70s, where it was the very simple ones that they used to wear. Now, later, at one time, there were the chunky ones,
yeah,
and then there were the small ones. Like now everything, even before a photograph, from the fashion designer, they decide what jewelry and how it should be and what makeup to go for it. It's such a study, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you all have gone through some bad experiences with tough brides.
Yes.
How do you all handle tough brides? You will just
Well.
smile and wait.
So that's how I handle it by smiling.
Yeah.
No, well, I won't say tough brides like that. I mean,
Picky
they have
brides.
their opinions. Then the mother would want something. Then they have
Mother-in-law,
their
law.
mother-in-law. But somehow, you have to understand when it comes to a wedding, it's a very
It's their
family
day.
thing. No? It's
Yeah.
not just one individual, right? So you have to understand that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't
You
think
just
I
get
come
caught with the
across.
crossfire and just smile and wait.
Yeah, and then work. It's their day, right?
Yeah.
It's not our day, right? So we have to work along with their, if you are patient, I think you can handle
Yes.
it, isn't it?
Yes, there are certain points that you can win
Yeah.
Yeah.
on
You
that
can.
point.
It's how you handle it. If you show you're a know-all,
Yes.
I mean, nobody will want to be
Yeah.
Yes.
working with you, right? So
In your pair, because you work a lot with your mum, who is a tough one, you or your mum?
I guess I.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Are you the firm one to say, like, this? Like,
Yes, because I believe because I'm an only child in my family, a bit of the
Spoiled one.
spoiled one. So that's attitude with me.
so now when it comes to designing and creating these outfits, how does your mum get involved? Like, she speaks to the bride and this partnership, how is it to work with your mum?
It's a good story actually. She used to dress bride, and actually that came from my family background. So then my first bride. So then I want to dress my first bride. So then I asked her to do the jacket. So then that's how we were started.
Started this pairing.
Yes, pairing.
Okay.
And slowly grew up and came here.
Okay. Has she been the biggest critic? She tells you this is not nice, this is nice.
Of course, we have arguments.
Great. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. It's Take to Check. Welcome back to the show. I wanted to also cross my feet like how Dhananjaya has done it, but I can't. I have a thing called a stomach in the middle of it all. Then I realized I can't. But anyway, for those who are watching, we got some voice clips from a few people about y'all. So we are going to play that for you right now. Mostly they have just said terrible things about y'all. That's why we wanted to show you.
Hi, I'm Fiasha.
Hi, I'm Ayesh. We at TH are so proud to be sponsoring Date with Danu Season 4.
So to kick off Season 4, we have 3 legends in the Sri Lankan bridal industry, Uncle Harris, Ramani Fernando and Dhananjaya Bandara, who we are super excited to be working very closely in the near future and also who happen to be our friends.
We are also extremely proud to announce the opening of our new gallery, PEO Gold by TH. It will be based at our head office, 253 RA Dimel Mawatha, and it will specialize in bridal jewelry as well as 22-carat gold. This would add to our repertoire of current stocks that we have of diamonds, sapphires, as well as filigreed gold and all Ceylon stones.
So guys, stay tuned for some exciting new things coming from Thiesh.
And back to you, Danu, at the studio.
Thank you, Ayesh. I feel like I'm at a news desk right now. We will check with you all later. Anyway, I really thought they were going to say some juicy set of information. I also didn't know anything. I also sat and waited for some gas, but there was no gas. What to do? Now, coming back to you. This brand Ramani Fernando. Have you ever thought of what's next for Ramani Fernando?
Good question. This is asked from me all the time. Actually, Danu, no. Not in that sense, okay. But I must say, one of my daughters-in-law helped me quite a bit now. You know, going around the salons and all that. So I actually pray about it really, you know, to show me like who's going to do this, you know. And also saying that I have some very senior people who have been with me for many years. I'm sure they could do it one day. So let's see. You know, no proper answer for that yet.
Yeah, it's a bit of it's a tricky thing to know when you have such a brand that's been built and nobody wants to take it over. It's a tough question, no?
Very tough, yeah.
A lot of sigh in there. Like,
yeah, there are a lot of, lots of advice from the family, this and that, and you know, but you got to really do it, no?
Yeah.
Right? So I'm still on my, toes with it. I'm just working. I still work quite hard, I think. I'm enjoying it, I must say. I really enjoy it. I dread the day that I had to stop work. I hope that won't happen.
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
So at least, now that you told me, I must thought about it.
Really think about it. Yeah. This weekend we'll meet up and think more. So, Uncle Harris, you are known for your traditional outfits, but you're also specifically known for dressing Yashoda the most.
Yes.
Tell me about it. I will tell you one thing.
Yes.
When I had an encounter with you, like when I met you once, it was when Yashoda and you were walking in for a fashion show. I think it was a hair show or something. And somebody said, and you turned around and said, and I still remember that. I was seated just here and I heard that and I thought to myself, that was amazing that you championed her and you campaigned for her even at a time when she was not there. Tell me about this relationship with you and Yashoda.
Well, the thing is like, she's a simple girl anyway. She always likes simplicity. And my way of doing things, it really sort of clicked together very well. So now
All her
that
special occasions, it's you who dress her.
practically everything, like
Yeah.
actually there was a time that that army, what do you call that, star,
That's-
something,
yes,
no, the singing
Ranaviru.
star. Ranaviru.
Yes.
Yes, every week I have to do 2 outfits and dress her.
Whoa.
2 new ones, because she can't wearing again.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, and what was the friendship that sort of brought the two of you all together?
Well, her father, she always talks about her father and my nature. There's something very similar, like, the similarities about father and my character. So, and also my work, she's so impressed, and she's a star that I really call her a very professional star, because when she comes to me, she just leave it to me, that's all. Once I finish it, Puta, it's done, she goes. She won't just look at this and say, isn't it better this way, or that's the pleasure of working, no?
Yeah.
She's definitely a talent.
Yes.
And I think one of the actresses to act in Indian films, and she has co-starred in Malayalam films, and
Yes.
amazing talent. And I love her skin color in a country where people always thrive for fair skin,
My
fair
God,
skin, fair
yes.
skin. To have someone in a tan skin and that tone, it's amazing, and especially she's absolutely gorgeous. Dhananjaya, like one at a time. You did this mega show, and like when we say Dhananjaya, they believe that there's always that perfection that comes through. Now you are known for the patakams that they wear. 7, right? And you have a few sets that you are known for.
Yeah.
So now if a bride wants one thing and it's already booked, what happens?
Can't help.
Can't help.
Oh, can't remove and give as well.
Yes, can't help. Tough question.
But it has happened, obviously.
Yes.
Because Nakata days, I'm sure there must be like, for a day, how many brides can you dress?
Be honest, so then we can dress actually 3-4 brides, but personally I do only 2 brides in the one morning or one evening.
Okay.
If you want to do a perfect job, actually you can do only 2 brides, because then only you can give the perfect job.
Finish.
Perfect
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
If you need a good finish. When you have a more quantity, your work is more or less.
True. It's quite interesting. All right. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. You stick around. It's Business Time. Considering the fact that they are not the greatest when it comes to social media, I had to really do some digging to find some photos to see what's on their social media. What's on their social media? Well, we did some digging and we were able to find some photos. So let's ask the stories behind it. This is not exactly the most controversial show, because if you have to find Kunu, me tundenata nehe. Kisi deyak nehe. Hari amaru hoaganna. You all just keep the most cleanest. So actually, you are not even on social media. You didn't even know that you were there. But you all keep and you also don't know how to upload photos, so it's okay. You have to get into selfies, Auntie Ramani, after this. Just take pictures wherever you go.
I'll try.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, let's look at some of the photos that we got.
Oh my God.
How old were you here?
I was 13 years age.
You have the same face.
Yes.
Nothing else happened.
right.
You have just grown a little bit of a beard. That's about it. It's the same face. This was in school. You know where this was taken?
Yes, actually that was my my mother built a house for me. That house warming, I guess,
Ah, okay. It's amazing.
when I was age 13.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
This I had to find off some other people's social media. Do you remember when you dressed her for this?
Not somewhat 3-4 years ago.
Well, she never ages, and so
No,
have you.
no.
You have also looked the same.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I have to do so. I can't
Oh.
deal with you all.
Eh?
You don't age.
This was taken at Fazul Hamid's store. I can see that.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you all know that you all will be on one show like this when you all took this picture?
Of course. Yes. I love that picture. Can you remember Ramani?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then,
Oh, it's a long time ago.
you look different here though.
Yes.
You look very, like very Jackie Chan-ish like.
Yes, kind of.
And I really love this photograph.
Oh.
Yes.
Such a nice picture. You're like, did you know this picture was taken?
No, we didn't know.
You
We
just
were
normally
chatting.
stand like this, so elegant.
Look at.
Yeah. Whereas
That's nice.
yeah, it's such a nice photo. You had to put this on your Instagram.
That's right, yeah.
It's another picture for you. Please explain this photograph to me.
That was my first birthday. That was my first birthday, I guess.
You still have the same face.
Thank you.
Nothing has changed,
so
Dhananjaya. You
true.
put this outfit on, you look just like this.
Yes, when I cut my
Yeah.
beard.
And this, I really love this picture. I think we've showed it once before. This was when the book was launched, right?
That's right, yeah.
Definitely a nice photo. And the fact that the doggy also made his way in,
Yeah.
it's really cute.
We have addition now.
Right. Ah, really?
Yeah. We were 13, now we are 14.
Ah.
I was very worried 13, and going on with 13, then became
And then
14.
there
yeah.
you go, that broke it. Now, you cooked during COVID time.
How do you know that?
I got to know. How was this? How was the mission?
Oh, it was actually came out very well.
She said surprised us. We
Of course, looked at recipes and
because you
followed
just
it.
couldn't stay without doing
Remember
anything.
how
no?
we did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once I did a cooking show with her. The best
Oh my
part
God.
was Lunu ko. You didn't know where salt Lunu, or how do you say salt?
Lunu.
Lunu, right?
Lunu.
Lunu is onions. I
Yes,
always go
yes.
wrong with that. Lunu ko. She didn't even know where it was. But have you mastered it now? But it was only because you had nothing else to do during
Very
COVID.
true.
no?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
nothing else to do.
You can't find people. You can't just cut your husband's hair as well. No? just come and say, "I'm going to cut this off now."
So that was a good experience. And I now during the weekends I try to make something.
really?
I enjoy it really now. You know.
Wow. You
Yeah.
got into. She got into working out later on in life.
Yes.
Now you got into cooking also later on in life.
Good.
Oh, you never know. You might be releasing your next cookbook. Yeah. Now, Uncle Harris.
Yes.
You have seen a lot of actresses come and go. Tell me, how hard is it to create a trend in the local film industry? You know, our local film industry in other countries, they are the trendsetters. They are the ones who make the style for the country. You take India, like they wait to see what, you know, what
yes.
Priyanka is wearing, what Aishwarya is wearing. They wait to see it. Why is it not coming there? Like, do you feel that our film industry has gone down from what it used to be?
Definitely gone down.
And tell us how.
Even the bridal industry. Honestly, I'm telling you. Because you know, the thing is, more than what suits you, I mean, people want to be fashionable. And those who are having dark skins, they want to look white.
Which is so
Yeah,
not
so-
good
yes.
and so unhealthy.
So
It's
because of
just
that, like,
sad.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's very sad.
I don't know, it's very difficult.
And do brides come and tell you all, "Mao, Sudhu, what a makeup done"? Like, do people say that still?
Sometimes they say,
Yeah.
I wish, one aunt came and said, I wish that if she was a little fairer than this. I said, beg your pardon? She's a dark girl. I said,
Yeah. And
Yes.
why can't people embrace their
Yeah.
skin tone?
Yeah.
Because I think,
Be happy in your skin.
yeah, and also healthy skin is the best
The
skin.
best. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Not the colour.
Not the color. And like, have
and
they
it's
asked
more
you?
feature, no?
Yes. Have they asked you these questions? What do you say as a reply? It's a bit tricky as well, no? "Apata Sudhuවට pennන්න" and මොකද කියන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ? You're like,
I would never get no. That's the best thing.
oh,
No,
මොකද
I
දන්නේ?
have had the question like, not the question, they say the boy is quite fair, can you make
yes.
us a little fair? That's a common thing they
That's
say,
a common
boy.
thing. So that's
What they don't understand is a darker color carries white
Yes.
so much more nicer than a fairer
Definitely.
color.
And you can see more features
Yeah.
when you have a tan
Yeah,
color
I'm
skin.
very happy to do dark
Yeah.
skin always. So attractive. it
Yeah,
is.
and especially today it has become such a conversation where, you know, teenagers and all suffer with this whole fair, I'm not fair enough
Yeah.
problem. And I think
Yeah.
y'all campaigning against that mindset is the greatest way, because I always say good skin is the best skin, not white
Of
skin
course,
or
yeah.
fair skin. It's
The
just
important fact is healthy skin.
not- yeah, that's all it takes.
When you have a clear skin, then makeup would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it absorbs in so much more nicer. All right, we are going to get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. The last few minutes of the show. When we do come back, it's Date with Danu right here. So it's time to put them through some tricky situations in life, and I have some hot seat questions that I'm ready to ask. And it's time to play hot seat. As Ramani Fernando has been on this show before and she has a good experience, I'm going to start with her. She's so diplomatic, she'll never put anyone in trouble in answering these questions, and I always feel very much let down.
Boring.
Boring. So I'm going to start with you so the others get ready for the battle that's going to come their way.
Okay.
Are you ready? Name your favorite who left your salon and made their own brand. Romesh or Johan?
Romesh or Johan? Oh gosh, they're both.
I knew it.
No, they're individuals.
They're
no?
individuals and they're talented in our own way. I know I'm boring, but actually I can't say. They're two different, you know, as Harry said, they're individuals and they're both successful. Boring answer.
But what to do? So that's who you are. Can't help. And she'll go. She wishes. She's so happy for them as well, and that's so rare. You know, that's such a great quality. If you had to give a new look to Shivanti Rajapaksa, what's the look you'll go for?
I tell you frankly, I don't admire that bump she has. Maybe I might scrape it down. You know, that's where hair is concerned.
That's the look you will give.
Yeah.
That's a change.
Just scrape
Done.
back.
Okay. If you were invited for tea by the Queen, who is the designer who you will ask to dress you? Katie Brown, Sonali Dharmawardena, or Azlan Hussain? The Queen has invited you. And it's tea. The Queen.
I know. Again, it's so boring. Right?
All three of them can dress me in some way.
All three have dressed me, and all three have done. I'm very happy
But
with all
the
three.
Queen says only one person can dress you, Ramani. What would you do?
Oh my God.
Just
Danu.
to be realistic, the Queen is never going to invite us for tea. She's like, COVID, please don't come close to me. Can you please tell me who?
Danu, tell you frankly, I really like all three, and
Fine.
okay.
So you're okay with either one of them dressing you for the tea?
I'm fine,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's just get the invitation then.
Okay.
Okay. Describe Colombo society in one word according to Ramani Fernando.
I thought I'm done with another more
No,
question.
you have two more.
Colombo Society.
Don't say colorful. Interesting.
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 That could be anything.
No,
Okay.
that's what-
That could be
interesting.
anything. Okay. So,
Okay. Considering the fact that CFW will be streamed online this time, do you think it does justice to the designers who are taking part in it?
I don't know. I feel that Ajay is taking a really great step in having this, and we're all excited about it. So I suppose this is a way to have it this year, and hats off to him somehow, you know, to pull it off.
Great. Right, now I'm coming to Dhananjaya. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Danushka Senadira, Wandulani, Dimitri Cruz. Your favorite photographer and why?
Oh my God. Dimitri Cruz.
Why? Just.
I really love his portraits.
Okay. Okay. If you were not in this industry and you were getting married, who would dress your bride to be? Chandimal, Biran and Shane, Mohin Khan.
From those names, definitely Viran and
Okay.
Shane. Yes.
Yoshita's bride or Nama's bride? Who did you enjoy dressing up the most?
Both.
Out of the
Don't-
two, one person.
No, I can't say because two different personalities, and both of them are very friendly. Even Yoshita's bride, we know each other from a long time because Auntie Jackie's daughter, and Limini also, she's very nice personality and she's very kind, and I really enjoyed with two of them.
Okay. Who is your favorite bridal designer? Charit Wijesinghe, India Pabevardhana, Aslam Hussain.
Three of them are my favorite because the three of them are, the Charit is having own touch and the Aslam having their different touch, and the Indi is one of my good friend. So then, because we are in same industry, so then no favoration. So I said Dimitri is the best. Boring, I know.
Who is the bigger drama queen out of the two people you hang out with the most? Sangeeta or Shireen?
Sangeeta.
That was an easy answer.
That's the easy answer.
Okay. Uncle Harris, now to you.
Yes.
You do not own any other colored clothing apart from this look or white. Why?
From those days, I think I have been always. I used to like a lot of white, Then later on, I found that white is a little too noticeable. Like when you move in somewhere. So then
You wanted to blend in more.
yes. So because of that, I gave a little bit of color, and the beige and that kind of colors are very much with me.
Okay, that's amazing though. All right. Sangeeta Kanchana.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Lux girl out of the two apart from Yashoda?
Sangeeta.
Okay. Actually, that commercial was
Yes.
such a statement. No, it made their careers.
Yes.
Like, gosh, and I still remember Yashoda in that white long dress.
Yes.
She was fabulous. I think the fact that they chose white on her was, I'll never forget. And Sangeeta was pink. There was like these colors given to everyone. It was just, it stays in your head. Rank them in your preferred order in the industry that you come from. Chandimal, Prem Shri, and Bernie Balasuriya.
Bernie.
And
I like.
after that?
I like Bernie. Yes.
Only Bernie.
Only
Just
Bernie,
stop
yeah.
with Bernie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because Bernie is somebody. There are a lot of similarities, like that the brides that we do, and the other two are rather. I mean, I'm very frank to say that they are not up to mine.
Okay, but can I tell you something really funny about Bernie? She and I laugh every time we meet. She was once coming in for a TV recording, and the secretary who wrote the gate pass to enter wrote as Bani Balasuriya. And the receptionist was like, Bernie kila kauru ne Miss Bani kila ekene. Hey Bani mama tamari. Up to now we laugh every time we see I call her Bani Balasuriya. But yeah, good times. Anyway, on that note, we need to wrap things up on the show. But before we wrap things up, big thank you to TH for kicking this season off on a very stylish note. They do everything on a what can I say? Commitment level is very high. From the leopard that I'm wearing to everything was looked into, polished and brought, and that kind of workmanship should be respected and appreciated always. Dhananjaya, you are such a legend in creating such a name for yourself at a young age, and having such a clientele, which is amazing. And it takes a lot to be this consistent and be so involved in your business. Well done, and I'm so happy that I was able to have a show with you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. It's a great pleasure.
And Uncle Harris, everyone knows you. I think my aunt, when she was flying down from London, she was very specific. She was like, I really want Uncle Harris to dress me. Like, I have been, when she was a kid, it was such a dream that she had. And it's so nice to know that, even throughout the generations, your relevance in this trade has never gone down. And that's what's remarkable. And your simple take to life is fascinating, and being in such a colorful industry. Well, Aunt Ramani, you know how much I love you. I think she's one of the most kindest people I know. The one person who I will say is who's unanimously loved and never has ever spoken bad about anyone. I always say it because that's genuinely her, and always I see a lot of, I always love her. I've always loved her. I don't know why.
Me too.
Thank you, Danu.
On that note, we need to wrap things up on the show, and thank you so very much for tuning in and being a part of Date with Danu. We'll see you with another cool episode. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.